Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do? Welcome back to
Hello
Podcast.
Hello again, wrestling family. We back at it again tonight. AEW Dynamite review.
AEW Dynamite review. We can actually focus on AEW. We changed the format up for you guys.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lower this light down. Too damn bright, man. Yeah, man, we're gonna focus on AEW tonight. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, everyone. We appreciate it. Cool. We had 384, man. We had 384, man.
Yo,
thank you guys. Thank you. We appreciate it.
When I tell
384,
you these numbers, it kept saying slow climb, but at this point, the climb pick up the pace. We appreciate y'all 100%.
100%.
It keeps us motivated. It keeps us focused. Man,
right.
We think we can't say thank you enough for that. That is truly amazing. Like, we appreciate y'all every step of the way. Yeah, now we rocking.
But look, check this out too. Also, look, I just want to let you guys know the Tuesday NXT review. Your boy was tired. You understand me? I was tired, man. So if I didn't bring the energy to that episode, I apologize. I truly apologize. It felt different because I couldn't bounce off, pause. I couldn't bounce off you, you gotta have that dialogue, you know what I'm saying? So,
no, for real. We feedback of each other.
Yeah,
we'll work something out. We'll work something out.
But it's all good though, man. I think I got it. The next episode, I'll be up, you know what I'm saying? I won't be too tired.
Got you.
Let's kick this Dynamite review off, man.
Let's do it, bro.
AEW Dynamite was in the backyard, our backyard. It was in Baltimore. Not really our backyard. It's like a little bit, the neighbor's yard across up above us, So, but it's in Baltimore, Maryland, yo. Moxley kicked off with a promo. He kicked off with that promo, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Here we go.
I didn't know what he was talking about, man. Like, it was just I put a bunch of nothing. And he comes through the crowd as normal Mox shtick, and he comes out to the crowd. And Katsuyori, he was facing Katsuyori Shibata, the wrestler Katsuyori Shibata. And they had actually a decent match. It was a short match, but it was a decent match. I would say that.
It really was. That I can definitely say that. Yeah, it was
I actually like Shibata, man. Like, I actually like him in the ring. His character when he uses his Google to translate, that's pretty funny. So he was getting Shibata choked out Mox, right? He was choking out Mox. No, wait a minute. Mox choked out Shibata. I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeah. And before he even did that, he did a no sale with the pile driver. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did a pile driver. I'm like, he just popped up and then gave Moxley a kick in the face. I was like, damn, you couldn't sell the pile driver?
Right, that was kind of rude.
That was kind of rude. So then Moxley gets the win. But it was let me see. The Young Bucks came out to the ring and they cut a promo. But here's the thing that kills me, right? They come down to the ring and they cut a promo on Mox. He leaves the ring, not really sure what that was about, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking like they're cutting the promo, he leaves the ring, maybe they're gonna do something short. Bye, we going to the next match. Then let me see. They said they did it for Hangman Page. And then they cut a promo about Moxley once again, and he left the ring, and they were talking about how they can work together, the Death Riders and the Elite. Then Kenny comes out. Kenny cuts a awkward promo. It was good at first, and it started getting awkward a little bit. Don't know what that was about. And then Kazuchika Okada comes out, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, this promo, this whole segment was literally probably like maybe a half hour. And Swerve comes out to the ring right after that. Chases away the Elite, and then cuts a promo about it's buck hunting season, and then Pac come out to face Swerve in the next match, and in the next match. So, what do you think about that whole array right there? If you say,
here we go. So let's back it up to last Sunday, AEW Dynasty, the ending. of that match when the Young Bucks returned and attacked Swerve for the title.
Right.
And my reaction was my reaction. I was like, okay, I'm not liking how they did it. So before I watch this episode, I'm like, let me give it a chance to see what they're going to do. Right. A lot of times when a person returns, whether it's heel or face as a wrestler, they return. They always explain their actions. The actions make sense. With a heel or a face, they're attacking somebody or going for revenge. It has to be a justified reason for the action. That's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. AEW opens up. John Moxley promo. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, to be honest.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And then I was like, why did he talk bad about the Young Bucks? They helped him out. I said, okay, this doesn't make sense. I'm getting kind of worried. I was like, okay, what's going on? So he comes to the ring. He has his match, right? The match was pretty good. It was a pretty solid match. I definitely enjoyed the match.
Yeah. Good with Shibata, yeah. Yeah,
the problem that I see, and I wanted to be wrong with this because I wanted them to do something correctly with this situation. I'm gonna go again with John Moxley, the heel character. Somebody said because he's a heel. There's a different kind of heels. Take wrestling. There is a heel that you just don't like. You don't like because what he's doing. You don't like him because he's a menace. The Triple H heel, the Randy Orton heel. You don't like what they do because you don't like the fact that they beat up on your favorite superstars.
Right.
Overall, you enjoy the character. There you got the cool ass heel, Corporate Rock, Final Boss Rock, right? You got Roman Reigns. He's a heel like last year, but still, people still want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? So there was that character engagement that you enjoy because I want to be like Roman. This is a cool thing to do. Even if he's a heel. John Moxley character comes off as I don't know what the hell they're doing with him. They need to add some seasoning to his character. Give the man some merch, something the fans can follow, something that the fans can get attached to with his character. Give him some cool music. You know what I'm saying? Like, make him wear the damn belt. You know what I'm saying? So make him do that. Again, so the promo, I was like, okay, I didn't know where he was going with this. I was kind of like confused. So at this point, Young Bucks come out and they say their reason. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't. And then you have Moxley leave. So I'm gonna cut a promo on you, but you're leaving.
Right.
You're going to the crowd. You're going back to catering. That doesn't make any sense. I was like, and then Kenny Omega comes out. I like Kenny Omega. One of my favorites from the show. That's my guy. But I was like, I don't know where they're going with this. So at this point, Pac comes out. No, my bad. Swerve comes out first beyond the ring. So I'm like, maybe he gets a chance to cut a fiery ass promo because he's still mad from the last point. Mad from how things happen. So he gets attacked from behind. They have a good match. It's just the way I feel like the storylines is just all over the place. There's no concentrated structure to what they're doing.
Right.
They got a shot. It could be way better than what they're doing. They just got to concentrate. Everything's all over the place. You got people coming out has nothing to do. Why is Kenny Omega out there?
Right.
And the Young Bucks, the way they explained it was like, this doesn't make sense.
I guess to tie it all up why Kenny was out there because they did he did explain that they did jump him, and I remember the episode when they jumped him when he first came back from the diverticulitis that he had, and he came out. He had
That's legit.
And him, Kazuchika Okada and the Bucks, they jumped him.
Okay.
And they kind of try to end his career, or whatever like that. I remember that.
Got you.
The problem I'm having, and it's not really a problem. It just don't make sense to me because back in October, I think the end of October, September, they ran out the building. Like they ran out the building, start shredding documents and stuff like that. I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because the Death Riders is looking for him, right? And all of a sudden they come back, they help him. I said, like, what was that about? Like you're running from somebody chasing, you come back to help them.
Yeah,
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm kind of interested where this goes. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see where this goes. I'm not gonna really bash him because this is just like everybody's back almost. You know what I'm saying? You got Kenny back, you got the Bucks back now, you got Okada. I'm still waiting to see where Hangman ties into this because they got a story with him and
Right.
Swerve. And I think he busted in the locker room later in the show. He confronted Prince Nana, so I was like, he didn't want to hear Nana's apology or whatever. So it's just so many loose ends right now. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and give them a chance to tie it all together.
Yeah.
I make my judgment for real. So
everything is still fresh. That
it's
was
still
my
fresh.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a ball of dough. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. But the problem I have was like when you come into the ring, like you said, and Matt and Nick was cutting the promo. And all of a sudden, Moxley looks at him leave out the ring. I'm like, dude, they cutting the promo on you, and they talking about working together with you. Why did you leave the ring? Like, make it make sense.
He did do that. He looked at him, was like,
right.
So he didn't.
So
he didn't care. Yeah.
And then it was just multiple interruptions, and people was coming out.
Yeah.
My boy Okada had on like his grandfather's suit because that suit was terrible. That looked like something.
Like going to church.
Like something like Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace would have on something like that, So
yeah, told me
what it is, you know what I'm saying? So that led into the next match right now. We're going to talk about Pac versus Swerve Strickland. You know what I'm saying? It was a good match. It was another short match. A lot of back and forth action, but Pac got hurt in the match. I heard allegedly he got hurt. I don't know if it's confirmed all the way, but a lot of the outlets say that he got hurt. Let me see. He tried to go to the floor, and then he did something. I mean, he tried to. What we say, the bastard came out and he popped up. It was lame. They had to work on him on the floor. So I think it's a legit ankle injury. I think it's something wrong with his ankle, if I'm not mistaken. But it was just weird. Just weird to see that it was a short match. What do you think about that overall?
I think it was the match was real short. I feel like they're trying to do was build some momentum for Swerve. I do like that idea. I'll go with that. Something like that, because right now he's pissed off from what happened Sunday. So this is a good way to get against some heat, because what AEW, they do wrestle on AEW. They don't just cut promos. So that is a good thing. The wrestlers actually wrestle, which is a good thing. I did notice that Pat got hurt, and I was like, because he was laying towards the apron.
Yeah, he was on the outside of the apron.
He was just standing there, and the trainer was talking to him. So I don't know if that was a thing where like saying it was okay to finish the match. I feel like the announcer said something about that. I don't know if I'm tripping, but I thought I heard.
Then it says like it's either him being tough.
Something about playing through the pain, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so I do remember at that point. So I was like, okay, maybe that's the reason they cut that match short. Because sometimes that does happen where a wrestler gets injured and they're like, okay, call it home. So maybe that's the reason they could just cut that match short than what it normally was. I feel like it was less than 10 minutes.
Maybe less than like 10 minutes. Yeah,
it wasn't that long. It was probably an 8-minute match. It was really short. Yeah, that was really short. Yeah, that was really short.
See, the thing with Pac, man, he stays injured, man.
Okay.
Injured,
you said it before.
He'll have them spurts where he'll do like months.
Yeah.
And then like he'll be injured like a couple months later. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. A little fragile to me, man. Anyway.
Right.
So let's see. Now we're getting into the next match. But before we do that, we had some backstage segments. The commentary was hyping up the rest of the show, and then Ricky Stage is backstage with Beast Mortals and Crew, the team of Action Andretti and what's your boy name, Leo Rush, and they were talking about how he's going to lead the team to victory for $400,000. I was like, that's pretty. That's a good stipulation to have on a match, $400,000. You know.
Shoot.
So
can I fight? Shoot.
Right. So Mark Briscoe had the word. He said the word of the night is opportunity, and then he was asking everybody to spend their share of the $400,000 on Will Ospreay to Disneyland, send him to Disneyland, something like that. Then they had a backstage. Let me see, a commentary, open the angle before recapping the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. So they did a lot of backstage stuff between this period right here. Renee was backstage trying to get an interview with Hangman Page. And he said he doesn't know what to say about the wild card, and he's on his own business and stuff like that. And that's when he stormed into the locker room and talking to Prince Nana. And then he was like, damn, I forgot what he said. He was like asking for Swerve. And Nana was like, he's not here. And he was telling him, trying to apologize to him, right? So when he was trying to apologize, Hangman cut him off directly. He was like, I don't want to hear it. and save that for yourself. And then Nana was just looking at him like, oh, okay, well, he tried to apologize to him. So
yeah.
what you think about that whole situation with him, Nana and Swerve? Like,
See,
you think they're actually going to continue the beef, or this is leading to something else?
I had this is what I did. So because they did a segment last week where they was in the hallway arguing. I was like, these guys have a feud back in the day, because I'm kind of getting used to the AEW product. I know. Correct me if I'm wrong from saying this. I know for a fact Paige set his house on fire back in the day. I don't know if that was like 2 years ago. So I guess they had like a real intense rivalry. And
that's
was this their first interaction with each other since then?
Yeah, he broke into his house. This is how the feud started. It was beefing over the AEW World Championship.
Oh, okay.
This one Swerve was like pure heel, whatever. And I think Swerve broke into his house and then cut a promo over his baby's crib.
What?
Yeah, he was wilding. That was wild.
Dang.
So if I'm not mistaken, a couple weeks or maybe a month later, Hangman went to, like, Swerve had bought a childhood home that he grew up in, in the neighborhood, and then Paige went to the house and burned it down, like put gas around it and set the shit on fire. So I was like, hey, yo, they tripping.
Hey, no one run this back. Go ahead.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really looking forward to this rivalry right here, man. It's better than the damn Moxley rivalry, but
I take this. Go ahead. Yeah, run this back.
So, but yeah, that's where it all started at. So it's like eye for eye right now. You broke into my home. And I'm kind of behind Paige on that one. Like, you broke into my house and you stand over my child's crib.
Yeah.
We have some issues, dog.
Yeah, every time I see you, it's on site.
It's on site. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care where you at.
Every time I see you.
Got it. That explains it. Okay, cool.
Right. So,
got you.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
Shame on you, Swerve. Shame on you.
Dang,
but then Swerve had, he didn't touch the baby and nothing like that, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? But then your boy coming in, the man just purchased the home and you set it on fire. That's wild, yo. Yeah, he went a little bit too. I mean, well, damn, the first one was kind of far though. But damn, he took it to a whole nother. That's arson, dog. Like, you should be arrested for arson.
You should be in jail. You should be in jail, man.
Right. You should be in jail, sir.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, man. So it's a wild history with them too, man. Over the last year and a half, man. So was it like a year and a half? No, I think it was just a year. Like a year ago they started this beef. So it's been wild, man.
Okay, so now with that being said, now I got that backstory. It makes sense for him to run it back. I'm for this. Please do it.
For it now, right?
Please do it. Hey, do it. Do it. Please. Yeah, I'm for it.
And see, the thing about this whole thing with them two, right?
Yeah.
This whole rivalry that they have,
right,
is actually good storytelling, because I just love the dynamics of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, you do something to attack me personally, and I'm getting personal, I'm gonna attack you. That's what I'm talking about. That's like some old NWA type stuff, like back in the day, the late 80s, you know what I'm saying? You did something to me. Remember, I don't know if you remember back in the day, I think Dusty was chased to a parking lot. The horseman was riding in the parking lot following Dusty, and he got out the car. And then they jumped him in the parking lot, and I think they did something to his leg or something, if I'm not mistaken, trying to break his leg or something. But yeah, it's like, there's those more intimate moments, like they show them like off set, off camera and stuff, like in real life. I kind of enjoy that type of stuff. That's pretty cool.
If y'all go with this, I'm for it. I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm all for this one.
I'm for it. Yeah,
right.
Everything doesn't suck, so that's one thing that I'm with.
Yeah, I like the Paige Swerve story right now.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah, and they've been carrying, like, another thing about it too. They've been carrying this on for, like, sometimes it gets cold because they're not really beefing with each other, but in the back of their, in the background, they still touch on it here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, over the past months or so, it's really been like Hangman Page. I think, who did he fight recently?
He fought
MJF.
He just finished that feud.
It kind of like, was put on the back burner, but they always revisit it every time. It's like every couple of weeks they revisit him and Swerve. Like long-term story booking or long-term storytelling. So
there you go. I love it.
Whoever writing this, they on fire with this one. I like this one.
Wherever you are, you cooking.
Yeah, you cooking. You might be the best writer they got, man. They need to give you a pay raise or something.
They need to put you on other programs too. So, but
damn it, Tony Khan. Whoever writing that, you better give him a raise, man. But anyway,
Seriously.
let's move on, man.
All right.
Let's move on. So this was, you want to do this one? The 400? The 400?
Yeah, the 400, what's it called? The 400,
the 8-man tag? Was the 8-man tag?
it was an 8-man tag.
Yeah, 8-man tag.
I enjoy this match was pretty good. It was really like a fast-paced match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
They got the win, so it was a solid match. I did like the backstage interview they was doing earlier in the show. It reminded me of the old school back in the day, like when people team up the Survivor Series. That's what it reminded me of. How people on teams, they can say what they're going to do and all that. So I enjoyed this. What you think about this one?
Man, it had a lot of fast action in it, like you said. Every single person in that ring can go in the ring.
Yeah,
Some of them might not be good on the mic, but they can go in
the
mic.
Yeah, that part right there.
I'm talking about. You can't go on the mic. Trevor, you son of a bitch.
you took away some master from us. You took away our commentator.
Right.
Took away Roman Reigns' entrance. Still mad at you.
But no, each one of them gentlemen, they can go in the ring, man. Ricochet, Will Ospreay, Speedball Mike Bailey. Who else was it? Leo Rush. Action Andretti was good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Leo Rush.
Mark Briscoe. Yeah, he was in it. And Beast. The Beast Mortals guy. I don't understand how he fights in that damn.
I be wondering that too.
You know?
I passed the hell out.
Like, how do you move in that? Like, you must. Yeah, that's wild, yo.
Like he must do a hella cardio because I've been done.
Hella cardio, but I know it gets hot in there. Your breath, you breathing all that carbon.
Oh,
your
breath just coming right back at you.
You're not getting no oxygen.
No, he's not.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a good match though, yo. Like I said, fast-paced action. I was about to say something else too. I think let me see. I forgot what happened. How did it? Oh, Ospreay hit the hidden blade on, and that's how he got the win. He got the hidden blade, and that's how he got the win. Oh, the Kevin Knight guy. The Kevin Knight guy from he's really good. The
guy in the purple. Yeah,
Kevin Knight. He's real good too. I forgot to mention him too. So
is he new or is he like?
Yeah, I think he came. If I'm not mistaken, Kevin Knight came from TNA.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, TNA. Yep. If I'm not mistaken, Kevin Knight came from TNA. Let me make sure because I want nobody in the IWC coming after me. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how dare you get that wrong? Come on,
get it right. Get it right, sir.
Unsubscribe.
Sounding like that. They be sounding like that. Remember Monsters Inc. The library, whatever. All right, Mike Wazowski. I'm watching you, Mike Wazowski. That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure I get it right because let me see. The latest one he did in New Japan, and he did Impact Wrestling, and he did in New Japan. So yeah, man, I was right. So anyway, but I didn't know that much about Kevin Knight because at the time when he was wrestling with TNA, I really didn't watch TNA like that. It was basically kind of hard to find TNA unless you watch it on YouTube.
Because they kept flipping networks and all that. So
I've been catching a little bit of TNA since they did the WWE crossover again. You know, I'm kind of getting right back into it. Yeah. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I might do some on the Tuesday one. Might do some TNA stuff, or like run some TNA stuff. What was up next? Cool.
Thunder Rosa, right? Match?
No, the championship celebration, the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh, yeah. See, that's I didn't watch it, and for some reason I couldn't find it. Yeah, so I did watch that towards the end.
I'll take this one. So basically, what happened on this one? Hurt Business over in the ring, and they came down to the ring. All of a sudden, MJF's music plays. He comes down to the ring. He's just standing there. You know what I'm saying? He's standing there. You know,
that was funny.
Had his Burberry on, had his little scarf on. And Bobby Lashley looked over, was like, "Yo, who's this guy, man? Like, yo, get him up out of here, yo." So they start talking, going back and forth, and he started talking on the mic, and MJF was just talking, and Bobby Lashley told him to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut your mouth. Everybody saw what he did last week when he tried to help them win the he helped them retain the AEW World Tag Team titles, but Bobby said it wasn't enough. Bobby's like, you just didn't do enough, and he said he don't like you, You know what I'm saying? I don't like
he
you.
kept it plain. He said, I don't rock with you at all. Yeah.
So they did a little vote in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm just basically I'm just paraphrasing it. They did a little vote in the ring. Shelton was like this at first, and then he went down like that. He did the old evolution thumbs down joint. MVP was just standing there like, hey, look, I don't know what to tell you, man. You my boy, but I'm going, this is just business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what it is with MVP. It's just business. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Hurt Syndicate. Did I call him the Hurt Business? No, the Hurt Syndicate, man. I keep calling him the Hurt Business.
In my notes, I keep writing Hurt Business. So there's a lot of wrestlers that I'm so used to their old names, like Edge. I keep like Edge.
Right. I still call him Edge. I don't give a damn. I'm not calling him no Cope, yo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah. You're Edge to me.
Yeah, you're forever Edge. Like,
you're forever Edge to me. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Kill me. Yeah. Anyway, so they had a back and forth, and Bobby was like, yo, get out my ring, whatever. And MJF left, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just overall, that whole scenario, I'm telling you, they building up to something where another member is going to join. And I'm telling you, I think it's Cedric Alexander.
You said that.
Alexander's going to join him in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? I think once his 90-day non-complete clause is over with, he's going to join him in a couple of weeks. And they're basically prepping everybody for that. You know what I'm saying? The reunion of the original Hurt Business / Hurt Syndicate.
Do you feel like when he comes back, and I feel like when he comes back, they're going to pack MJF up nicely, unfortunately. And would it be like not like a solid face, maybe like a tweener in the middle? Like he'll still insult the fans a little bit, but maybe it's another way to add to the feud or whatever, something like that once he get attacked. Because they're gonna bring him back or whatever. So I feel like they're not doing this for no reason, like you just said. Like there's something there, and it's very entertaining too. I love it. Like
I mean it's a slow burn. What they're doing a slow burn.
Yeah.
This is the second week in a row where MJF got disrespected, and you got to ask yourself, with that being MJF, how long is he going to take the disrespect before he snaps?
Because he goes in.
Yeah. That's MJF, dog. Like he ain't gonna take that much shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So
not at all. Not at all. Yeah.
We'll see, man. It's only time can tell like what's gonna happen. But I'm telling you, I'm letting everybody know they're prepping for Cedric Alexander to join the Hurt Syndicate.
I can see that makes sense. This is another thing that I enjoy with AEW. So definitely, every week it's been very entertaining. So I'm for it. Go for it.
Look. My slow ass forgot to put pictures up, but that's what. Let's go back. I gotta catch up, yo. It's hard being an engineer and talk at the same time, yo. Y'all gotta get you. I'm telling you, man. We our own engineers.
Yeah.
But
at some point, when you get to 4 million, it'd be different. It's all good.
Right. Yeah. So that's Swerve and Pac before he got hurt, and I got a pic of him laying.
And that's Pac when he got hurt, right there. Yeah.
And then that was the $400,000 8-man tag we was just talking about previously before we went to the Hurt Syndicate. And now we're going to get on this match right here, which was a pretty cool women's match. And I didn't expect the outcome of this because I thought Thunder Rosa was going to come out on top. I was gunning for Thunder Rosa, and I'm not saying that because I do like Chris Statlander too, but this was for the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament quarterfinals, and it was Thunder Rosa versus Chris Statlander. And they were a good back and forth action in the match between the ladies. You know what I'm saying? They put on a good show, good program, and I really liked it. But the shock for me was Chris Statlander won. And I was like,
in the finish, like it's like Undertaker Tombstone.
Yeah,
I was like that. I was like, oh, that's different.
The stat, something.
Yeah,
what's the name of that move, yo?
Yeah, I was like, oh man, they probably said it on the air. I just forgot what it was, but I was like, oh, okay,
right. I forgot the name of her finisher, but stat something. It was something Saturday or something like that. Some crazy ass name, but yo, I liked Chris Statlander. She got a good look to her, man.
This was pretty good, right?
Yeah, pretty good match. Here's the thing that's getting me. Like, what are they going to do with Thunder Rosa? Because this is her third loss in a row, if I'm not mistaken. And are we going to see a more heelish Thunder Rosa? Because she's been really babyface since she returned back to the company. You know what I'm saying? Been a couple of months now. But I'm looking for a more heelish persona from Thunder Rosa because this is her third loss in a row, and I don't know how long she's going to be on this losing streak, but I don't see it coming. I don't see her being a heel for much longer.
Either they do that. Well, you can't. You want to write her off TV, but like, taking too many L's is like it's kind of like not like B5, not like B5. She's a whole different bottom of the level. Unfortunately, how they treat her, but maybe eventually they'll do something for her. Like maybe this is a way to just to sell this portion of what they're doing as far as the Owen Hart tournament. Right. Maybe after this, they'll do something to build her up again. After this, instead of just having to take her eating pins all day, that's unfortunate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then the thing with her is that she's a former AEW Women's World Champion who never had the belt taken from her.
Oh,
she was just injured. She had an injury that she was dealing with. She was out for almost a damn near a year.
Oh, so, yeah. See, you want to keep her. You want to keep her stocked in. You got to keep her.
Yeah. And then she's a big time. I mean, Thunder Rosa is a big international star. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to.
Yeah.
Turn her into a jobber. You know?
Right.
You don't want to turn her into like the female Brooklyn Brawler. That's what I call all the job, Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh yeah.
But you don't want to turn her to a female Brooklyn Brawler. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta repackage her, give her more of an edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has the capability of pulling off a heel persona. So I'm looking forward to see where her character develops and goes in the near future. Yeah, moving right along on that one. Let's see. Okay, so
the backstage with Don Callis
segment, right? Backstage segment with was it Kyle O'Reilly? Undisputed?
I think so. It was he was talking. Yeah.
So the backstage segment with Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly, they actually ditched the Undisputed Era, and if you look at it, the team that they had with them, what was the guy? Oh boy, the two guys that used to be with them, the Ring of Honor boys, Mike, the one who's married to what's the girl name?
He's married to
damn, I can't even think. That's how. You know what? That's sad, yo.
Yeah.
She married to I'm about to say Christy Hemme, the Undisputed Era.
I'll Google that one.
No, it was the Undisputed Kingdom. Mike, I think it was Mike. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I should have had that shit on. I should have had it out. Matt Taven. That's what his name is. Matt Taven. And
Matt Taven. Okay.
That's what it was, yo. I couldn't think of their names, yo. Y'all got to think of that one. I know people like, oh, God, they can't get their shit together. That's what I'm giving you right now because you know what?
Super.
You know what?
Yeah, third one.
Yeah.
What's that?
We do our research. We do everything on our own.
We
don't have the money yet to be doing it. But, yeah, I know it's Matt Taven. I just couldn't think of it right now. First of all, I'm old now. I don't have a sharp brain like I used to, but it works out pretty good.
Yeah, it works out pretty good, man. You good.
Right, man. Don't hate me. All right, so they were talking, right? So they changed the name of the group. It's not the Undisputed Kingdom anymore. They ditched the Undisputed Kingdom. Matt Taven and Mike Bennett will no longer be a part of it, it looks like. And they changed the name to the Paragon. Don't know how that's going to work out because I kind of do I like the Undisputed Era when it was in NXT. I was a big Undisputed Era fan in NXT. You don't understand. That was my group in NXT. I thought they was going to go to the main roster and make some noise, but it didn't work out like that. So,
got you.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to think about this. I just got to sit back and see with that right there.
It's one of those things where you're hoping they build up to something, you know. So,
right.
So it's one of those you gotta stay and watch. You know, that's one of those things. So it's a couple of things on the show that's like tonight, that's gonna be interesting. So you gotta see what's gonna go in the future. So that's how that one is, you know.
Right. Oh man, I tell you, boy, my mind be going blank sometimes. But yeah, so after that, Chris Jericho come out, the learning tree.
Yes, here we go.
Hell, guys, it's me, the learning tree. She killed me. But anyway, I got this sad picture of it looks like he just looks like He gave up on life, man.
like he in a movie of like the wrestler or something like that.
Yeah, that's not the picture that he had on. He had a red jacket on last night, but I couldn't find a stock photo of Chris Jericho from last night, yo. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was hard. It's hard to get pictures, y'all. So just bear with us on that.
Yeah, bear with us, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We only get with the, give what they give us.
Yeah.
The whole segment was cool. Showing Big Bill and Brian Keith came down to the ring. He called them out, and they was like they're tired of the losing or whatever and all that stuff. And if you want to kick me out, just basically going through the emotions. And Chris was like, that's not what I'm here for. But since you want to say that, yeah, I'm tired of it, all that stuff right there. But he was like, he started hitting the bat, hitting the TVs and stuff like that, and busting the setup. And I was like, yo, Chris losing his mind. So he walked off. He was pissed, and he was like, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. He writing them off. Some people say he's going on tour with Fozzy, his band, which seems like it could be true that he's going on tour.
Yeah, that's probably a way to write him off. Yeah.
That's probably a way to write him off. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But then you had rumors that Chris Jericho said that he wouldn't mind a return to WWE. I know that's not going to happen because that's too obvious. They wouldn't do all that and then write him off. That'd be stupid. But
they'll probably write him off in another way, like have him get packed up real bad and just send him off like that, like it did Ricochet. Right. I had some thoughts on this segment. I wonder what they're going to do with Big Bill. I wonder if this is a chance for him to branch out on his own.
Man, he needs to.
He needs to. He has it. I feel like I think he needs to branch out on his own. He need to do it. So I think this at some point, I feel like they're gonna pack Jericho up because at some point you can get tired of the disrespect. You can get tired of yell at. You can get tired of screaming.
I'm not no child, yo.
Yeah, so at this point he gonna start standing up for himself, his character. So he has everything he needs to have to get to that next level. So this is maybe opportunity for Jericho to put him over in a sense. So that's what I think they're gonna do with that. So this might be like a slow build situation. So that's what they're gonna go with that. So I'm for it. Like
man. I think that what I really miss about when he was Big Cass and him and Enzo Amore, they had so much damn potential, dog. Like they had so much potential to go. Like
that's still like
that still bothers me, yo. I mean,
it's still like it just gnaws at me every time I see him. Like
because I think the whole situation with Enzo and the female that it was supposed to be like he assaulted her or something. It came out came out untrue, and she dropped the charges, or he was cleared of all charges. And the
does he still wrestle?
Nah, I don't even think he wrestles. I mean, he does appearances here and there, but I think he wasn't even liked in the locker room because people in the locker room didn't like him. Yeah. But I said, man, he was so good on the mic, dog. Like if he couldn't wrestle, that's fine. You got a lot of people that can wrestle is not good on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So that was a missed opportunity right there. I really enjoyed them as a tag team. But anyway,
that was a fun video.
Big Cass. The hell? I tell you, man, Light just cut off by itself, yo.
Oh, dang. Obviously in part 2 of the
Light just cut off by itself, yo. There's been some crazy shit going on in my house, dog, for the last couple of weeks. I don't know, man. But anyway.
Got you.
I'm tired of this. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but some weird stuff been happening. You guys saw it firsthand with the orb.
Yeah, people still comment on that.
People still commenting on that, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in my house, yo. Crazy. But anyway, Cass was he has the potential. He's a big guy, he's strong, he's fit, he's good on the mic. I like his presence.
Yeah.
I think he can do a lot of damage, you know what I'm saying, if they give him an opportunity to run. Give him an opportunity in the main event. It'd be good to have another fresh body in the main event picture for the AEW World Championship. So
I think that's a great idea.
See what they do with that,
because it's a missing opportunity, and it could be. Let's just say he gets to the main event and he doesn't win. It's not a bad thing because you put new faces with new feuds, so that could be something they can work with. So I
would say this though. I wish they don't treat him like Wardlow because I don't even know what happened to him, yo. I don't know what happened to Warlord, yo. I remember when AEW first started, he played like Butler to MJF. or his bodyguard, and all of a sudden, he gets on that run. He wins the TNT championship, and then he had a little brief run with that, and I think he won it twice. He lost it and won it twice. And then after that, I haven't seen him since. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but damn. Anyway, let's move on. They had another backstage segment when somebody asked him. They asked MJF. I'm sorry, MJF had a backstage segment where he told the female announcer what he said to her.
He said, "This is an A and B conversation, something like that."
Yeah,
some little old school thing.
See your stink ass out of here.
See your stink
ass out of here, and then tapped her on the butt. But people don't know that's his actual girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know because I don't be all up in people's personal business like that. That's When he did that last time, I said, "Damn, damn, is he really that damn like in the character that much?" You know what I'm saying? Like, told her, get your skank ass out of here and hit her on the butt. I was like, hey,
but they say like they say he always his character. Like if you ask for an autograph, he'd be like this to you. Like he's always this character. Every time
I've seen clips of him.
I seen clips. Even if a 9-year-old, I was like, oh man.
I remember there was one clip that MJF had. Somebody gave him an action figure of theirs to sign. He signed it and then threw that shit on the ground, like tossed it on the ground. I was like, hey, bro, you living. And then the one he threw the drink in the kid's face. You remember that?
Yeah.
I would have whooped his ass. I'm sorry.
No, for real.
I'll be in jail that night, dog. Because I throw something at my kid, dog. I'm gonna fuck you up, dog.
Yeah, picture like this.
My kid's face, dog.
Yeah,
Mom was like, yeah, MJF, you need to chill a little bit, yo. Not everything's a gimmick, dog. Like, okay. So anyway, did that happen with that? And then the hurtings. Where am I at right now with that? Brian. They talked about Big Bill and Brian. They did all that stuff. Jericho's leaving 999, all that crazy shit. Anyway, we're going to the last match. I got that mixed up, but we're going to the last match: the Death Riders and Claudio Castagnoli and Will Yuta versus the Ops, Hook and Samoa Joe. I think the Ops is a terrible damn stable name. Please, that is the worst, man. I'd just rather you be Hook and Samoa Joe. The Ops sounds crazy.
The Ops sound like somebody my students would say. Yeah, that's the Ops over there.
It sounds like some young boy shit, but maybe it's me. I can't get with it. I'm an old
fart. Dude, no, it is that.
Old fart now. I'm not hip. I'm not, I need a hip replacement.
Hip replacement? Trade King Water. So you're not hip replacement.
No, I don't need no hip replacement. I'm good. I'm good on that. I still got some oil in these joints. But anyway, the match was good. I like the ending sequence. It was really good. They did come out. Moxley came back out to the ring. He got choked out by Shibata from behind. Everybody was putting the rear naked chokes by the Ops. Wheeler Yuta tapped out to Hook, and that's when Marina Shafir came in, hit him with a chair, hit him a chair with the knee. She hit Samoa Joe, and with the chair, he dropped to the ground. And they started attacking him. Then they got back up. They ran out the ring, whatever. Then Joe was pissed. He got on the mic. It was like, we're coming for the trios championships. But I think if you look at it, I don't think Pac was in that sequence at the end.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't. And that's telling right there. That's telling because he wasn't in that end sequence, right? That's
telling he was hurt. Yeah.
He was hurt. He might be legit hurt. So if you are hurt, Pac, man, look, I wish you well, speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish injuries on nobody.
Not at all.
That sucks, especially when you got like you got some kind of push behind you. And just get well soon, man, because I don't wish injuries on nobody, man. Yeah. Man, that's it for AEW Dynamite, man. Overall, what you think about the show?
All right, I enjoyed the show. I watched it later. I watched it today. I watched it. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the MJF and the Hurt segment. Yeah, I keep saying Hurt Business. I enjoyed that segment. I liked the first match with John Moxley. I like the women's match also. I like the idea of the Owen Hart tournament. I do like that. So it's a lot of good takeaways from this episode. This wasn't a filler at all. This was pretty good.
I enjoyed this one.
This was only thing that I don't like is something we've been saying for the past few weeks. But other than that, I enjoyed the show. This is pretty good.
Good. I think overall solid overall. I'll give this show probably like a 3.5 7.5.
I can
No,
see that.
no, I give it a 4. I give it a 4. You know why?
Yeah.
Good action.
Yeah.
You know what I forgot to say? You know what I forgot to talk about?
What's that?
When we talk about the Chris Statlander and the and Thunder Rosa, and damn
Yes.
Tony Storm was on the mic saying
Yeah.
some wild commentary, dog. She was wild with it. And I forgot to mention that, yo. My bad, yo. Tony Storm, I'm sorry.
Tony Storm is entertaining, yo. Man.
Yeah, she is. She's very entertaining, yo. I've been saying that for like months, man. Like she's the best thing they got on AEW, man. And I didn't mention her tonight. That's crazy. But
right.
Yeah,
how do we miss that? Yeah.
Yeah, she was on commentary. Yep. But overall, I give the show a 4, man. It was a good Fallout episode from Dynasty to recap everything that happened with Dynasty.
Yeah.
The first segment was kind of confused when everybody was coming out, but I guess they're trying to tie in stories now since majority of the heavy players are coming back.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
man. I ain't gonna branch off to other stories. That makes sense.
This has been fun to do an actual AEW episode and not mix it in with NXT. So I really did enjoy this episode right here. So now we get into our news.
Here we go.
Yeah, man. I wish I had a graphic for news, but I don't.
We're going there. Yeah.
Right. It's all good. I'm gonna get some music our next joint, and I'm gonna put news, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all graphics for news and stuff like that. But yeah, cool. Go ahead and do the first topic, man.
Okay, the first topic that I have is actually something that I'm excited about because this is a chance for this character, John Cena. It's been announced more days have been added to his shows.
Right.
So we have April 18th. He's going to be on SmackDown. He's going to be on the Fall and Raw. He has shows all the way up until June. So what I'm thinking is, this is very telling. I'm thinking there's a good chance he might win the title at WrestleMania. I'm thinking also this is a good chance you may write Cody off for a couple of months just to give him some rest because, let's be honest, the dude's been killing it for a whole year. Like, he's been actually fighting. He's actually been a fighting champion. He's been a good champion also. So what I'm thinking is Cody's going to get written off until like SummerSlam, something like that, or probably even longer. This is a good chance for Cena to get his run. I feel like Backlash is in May, right? Backlash, next pay-per-view after WrestleMania. I feel like it's going to be Cena versus Randy Orton. So I feel like that would be great. So what I would say, what you do is they have the last show. I believe the last show was in December. I believe it's in Madison Square Garden. This is a chance for Cody to get the belt back in Madison Square Garden. It's the same place where Dusty Rhodes thought he won the title, but they took it back because this is a qualification.
Come on, man. Why you cooking tonight, yo?
That's what's going to happen, yo. You heard it first.
Yo.
This is, and it's setting up. It's just right in front of us right now. That's how I feel.
You cooking with fish grease, yo.
I hope this happens, crazy. Yo.
I did not think about that whole scenario. We just broke down. I was like, damn, all that makes sense, yo.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all heard it here first, man. All the gold, man.
Hey.
We ain't bringing you no bullshit. We give you the real stuff, man.
Not at all. Not at all.
Take, Coop. Good take. Yeah, I like that, yo. So, I mean, you think that with that whole scenario, you said when him, they revealing his dates and stuff like that. So you're basically saying to the people that it's a chance that we might see him as the WWE champ, basically.
I would say yes.
Okay.
Selfishly, me being selfish, that's what I want to see. So that's what I want to see. So I would say yes. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what it's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on. Let's move on to the next subject. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I respect that take right there, that whole take. So let's talk about something that happened. We talked about was it last episode? No. When did we talk about this? Monday? The Charlotte and Tiffany one.
Oh yeah. Friday and Monday.
Friday. We talked about it Friday night on SmackDown. We did our SmackDown review last Friday.
Yeah.
So it's been rumors that both women have basically received backstage heat for the promos going off the rails. For digging and basically more heat on Charlotte. I think if I'm reading that right, there was more heat on Charlotte for her being a seasoned vet and not reeling it in.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they basically saying that, you
I can see
know,
that.
Charlotte, you're the senior man.
You should know better. Yeah.
You should know better.
Yeah.
And what do you think about that whole situation with the fallout? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that Charlotte is to blame? Do you think Tiffany's to blame, or what's up with that, yo?
It's a good question. I feel like it's both. So
Uh-huh.
let's go back to 2012 when this whole Cena and Rock feud happened. You know,
Uh-huh.
at the time they legit didn't like each other. So
Right.
at the time when Cena did the whole arm thing where your prone grip on your wrist, and
Right.
you can see Rock's face, like Rock was legit pissed that he did that shit. To the
Right.
point where Rock had to recover. So you saw him kind of get like really flustered. But as Cena left the ring, you saw you see him getting himself together a little bit. Like he was able to like bounce back from that segment.
Right.
When I saw this segment last Friday, I feel like I noticed that it went off script, and I feel like Tiffany went off script first. I could be wrong. To my memory, when she said the whole divorce thing, that really was a gut punch to Charlotte, because the day before, if you believe it, Thursday or that Wednesday, she went on some talk show. I can't remember the name. The name escapes me.
It was a Sherry show.
That's what it was. Thank you. So that and she was really getting emotional about her, you know, her being divorced and everything. That was a touchy subject,
right,
for her to. And she said she didn't want it to be out in the public. Now, a day later, you on SmackDown live TV, and your opponent does this to you. That was, you can tell she couldn't recover off that,
right?
Because that was a heavy topic for her. You know what I'm saying? So. I feel like I put the onus on Tiffany in a sense, but at the same time, I can see how the veterans would be like, "Come on, like you're a veteran, you should know how to bounce back." But that's a touchy subject, though. That's personal, because yes, they wrestlers, yes, they entertainers, but they still have the human condition, feelings, and emotions.
Right.
So, what do you expect her to do in that situation? You know what I'm saying? That was a very tough. That was a tough situation. So. I wonder what they're going to do tomorrow. This is going to be interesting after this point.
Yeah.
And that's probably why she left the ring, too.
Right. I think where it all boils down to, like they said, Charlotte got overwhelmed from the low blow that Tiffany did give her with the whole divorce thing, but the crowd wasn't letting her speak. And
that part, too.
Well.
Yeah.
The Chicago crowd got to her. We're not letting her speak.
That's true. That's true.
I also think that, you know what I'm saying, interjecting personal stuff, you know what I'm saying, like that, like you was talking about, you was emotional wreck. I think it caught her off guard.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, both women went off script, so it caught her off guard. So if the crowd is basically on your back and you can't speak and you get hit with a low blow, that's like, you got to come up with some, like, you know, she was just coming off the rails with like mimicking her voice, and it was just like she couldn't get her bearings, basically, if that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what it was.
And it was frustrating her. It was frustrating her that she couldn't speak. It was frustrating her. So they start going off the rails. You know, she went off the rails with her too. But as a veteran, you should have known when to try to, you know, maneuver around that whole the verbiage and try to draw her back in. And if you look at it real closely, going back to the match, I mean, not the match, but going back to the segment, Wade Barrett had to stop. He had to step in.
Yeah, he was like, chill.
Put his hand out, just, you know, separate him, because Charlotte got a little bit close to Tiffany. And I don't know if Tiffany, when she rolled out the ring, I don't know if that was the segment when Charlotte started walking toward that she rolled out the ring. Because you got to remember, Charlotte Flair got in the real shoot fight with Nia Jax in the ring.
I forgot about that.
They actually had a real fight in the ring.
Yeah, that's on Raw.
To this day, you know, they still friends to this day, and they downplay it now, but they actually got a real shoot fight in the ring. They was actually throwing blows in the ring, and then so you just never know what Charlotte would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody low blowing you and you're emotional like that, she probably would have smacked the shit out of Tiffany for that. You know,
she would have, like she was trying to too. She approached her, yeah.
So the whole thing is with that, man. Like I said, I like. And we talked about it with the Jay and Gunther thing. Like, you got to get more personal.
Yeah.
Is it a line that you don't cross? That's the question. Maybe, you know, I'm talking about personal, like in the story, you know, like as far as make the story more personal so you can not no real life personal stuff. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about like kayfabe personal
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. The
Not no super
character,
personal stuff. That's
the
crazy.
character, because you can
Yeah,
be,
for the character.
because you can be a wrestler. Like, let's just say you and I are wrestlers, right? And we know each other outside of the ring.
Yeah.
You know what's going on in my life, and I know what's going on with yours. So we cutting a promo together, and I say something that's just something you told me in secret, and I just say it in front of everybody.
Right.
It's not just it's a worldwide. WWE is huge. It's a huge audience. You know what I'm saying? Now people know your business.
Right.
Way further. So I can so that makes sense how she would be emotional about it. I'm just curious how they're gonna like take this and try to make it to an angle. They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to take this and make it to an angle. They'll have to do something.
They're both working right now. They're both in trouble right now. So they're working with the producers and the writers. Like, hey,
yeah.
You know, and that's how shit goes. They're working with them right now. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I bet.
It reminds me of a segment on SNL on Saturday Night Live that The Rock did a couple years back when he was hosting, when he was doing the WWE promos, and him and God, what was his name? The little short comedian. But anyway, they did like a WrestleMania backstage promo. He was like,
oh yeah,
you know, he said, I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna beat you up, and then I'm gonna get you got STDs, you got syphilis. And he was like, hey, yo, you don't gotta say that about me. You know
yeah.
You remember that skit, yo?
Good point.
You got syphilis. And I'm
yeah. He's like, whoa, hold on, bro, chill. Like,
yeah, you gotta chill. Oh, God, it was on SNL, man. I'm gonna look that up, yo. Yeah, man, I just think that, you know, they're really going to push this story now. And now I'm kind of looking forward to this match a little bit more now since it's all been played out. So we'll see, man. We'll see. What you got next, Coop?
I believe that's all I have on my end. Yeah.
On your end?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Let me see what I got on my end. I did have something else. I wrote it down. I gotta go back to my computer. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second, guys. Just had it, but my internet is acting crazy now. Let's talk about Gunther real quick. Gunther basically confirmed the new deal with WWE that he signed at the end of 2024. So you're going to be seeing the ring general in WWE for a very long time. I think it's if I'm not mistaken, I want to say a 5-year deal. But in this deal, he got perks where he asked for a tour bus. I heard he's getting a tour bus. Yeah. So
the ring general,
right? And also, you know, he basically came out and told a reporter or an interview that he did. He said WWE is his only option. He don't want to go nowhere else. So
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too, man. Just to see, I like Gunther.
I do too.
He gives me that old school vibe. You know what I'm saying? He's like a old school wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like he can fit in like back in the day in the Hogan
era. He can fit in the era, man.
Yeah.
What you think about that whole deal?
I love it. Lock him in. Like he has everything. The way he comes to the ring, the music, the presentation, the way he wrestles, the way he'll powerbomb, the way he will chop your chest to the whole match. Like, and the way he's a jerk too. I love that he has I remember he was in the ring with Bret Hart, and he's like, you know who my favorite wrestler is? He's like, everybody thought it was like Shawn Michaels. He said Goldberg, and Bret was like, yeah. So he has a lot to. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna tell you like this too, man. With Gunther, I wouldn't get, like you say, I wouldn't get chopped by him, but his ring style is very, very like hard hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like very, very hard nosed. You know what I'm saying? Like he takes the profession seriously. You know what I'm saying?
He does. He does.
Like most people, you know, you want to do all the flips and stuff like that. He's very straight to the point with his promos. He doesn't waste time with him. He gets straight to the point, and he's hard hitting. You know, that's what I love about him. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Gunther, man. I think we got one more news story I had. Let's see. Oh, let's talk about it. Wrestling legend Booker T fires back at Swerve Strickland. So So I think you remember a couple of nights ago at Dynasty, towards the end of Dynasty, Swerve was caught on
I
camera.
forgot about that.
Like he said, the whole F Booker T, representing the disagreement on Vlad TV.
Yeah.
And I think word got back to Booker or whatever, and he said that he said, I'm gonna give a little bit of advice to Swerve Strickland. Let me read this right here because I don't even got my glasses on, but he said, I'm gonna give a little advice to Swerve Strickland, just a little bit of advice. The advice would be, don't be talking about something other than the pay-per-view at the end of the night. That's the main event and the last thing people are going to remember. That's all he said. And basically, I don't think Booker T really wants to go on with this, but Swerve is like in the, I guess Swerve was in his feelings. I don't know. I see Swerve's point though, and I see Booker's point. So I'm not going to side with anybody on here. I just think that, we talked about it when it first happened. I think that, people of color are so hard for us to advance in certain areas.
Yeah.
And I think that instead of you two beefing, y'all need to come together, have a sit down moment, man to man, and just talk about the situation.
I hope they do. I hope they do that at some point.
It's no reason for y'all to be beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, not at all.
Black man to black man, y'all need to get that shit fixed, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just petty. You know what I'm saying? What y'all talking about is petty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
So Swerve, man. I just wish you guys come to the table, man. Try to hash out y'all differences or whatever, and move on from it, man. Because right now that's not healthy, yo.
I agree. So when Swerve was speaking on how his experience was with WWE. When a person goes through their own experience, it's unfair for another person to say it's not like that. He's speaking on his personal experience. Someone can have a personal experience with a company and you work for them and they're great. They treat you well. Everything's great.
Right.
Another person can have a personal experience that's just super negative and it didn't work out for them. So it's unfair for another person to speak on their experience. I do get that point. Booker T, when he said about in the match, they're talking about what you said about me instead of your match. I do understand that point too. So I see from both sides. I do hope they have a conversation. I feel like Booker T, being more of a veteran, more of a seasoned guy, he's just like, okay, dude, this is getting old. I'm gonna say this, then move on forward. I feel like with Swerve Strickland, it's probably getting him more attention in a sense too. Also, so you got people like us on a podcast. You got people talking about it. So it's picking up steam. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's probably a way to get more attention. I don't think there's like really beef. They're gonna fight each other. I just hope they just have a grown man conversation behind the scenes with no cameras, no nothing. Just y'all talk it out because we don't want to see you go to a negative direction. Like two black men. Like, come on, y'all. Please work this out.
Yeah. Too much shit going on in the world right now.
It really is. It really is.
For y'all to be beefing over some. I mean, it's not. I mean, I get, like I said, I get what Swerve is talking about as far as the whole Vince. I get that, but
I get that too. Yeah.
It's so hard for people of color to advance, especially in professional wrestling. We just now starting to get black champions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Y'all bringing just petty beefs into the whole mix and making it look bad for everybody else, man. Just move on, man. It's not worth your time, yo.
Yeah.
It's not worth your time. He's in one company, you in another company. Unless y'all really going to square up, shut the fuck up. I don't even care no more at this point.
Yeah, please let it go. Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Look, this has been a great episode, man. Talking about AEW on its own, man. Tomorrow, you know what it is, guys.
We come with it.
Man, we got the Friday night review with the long SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start a little bit late because, SmackDown goes off late. But
I agree. Yeah.
We got a special top 10 tomorrow. I'm looking forward to this. World champions. Are we now, Coop, let me get this straight before we go on. Are we doing the WWE Championship top 10 and the World Championship top 10 at the same time?
Yes, we are.
This is gonna be 20.
Yeah. We gotta do it big. Why not?
We gotta go big. Okay, so y'all heard it here first, man. All the Gold podcasts. We're gonna do the top 10 WWE champions and then the top 10
World
Big
champions.
Gold championships, the World Heavyweight Championships. Now, Big Gold, stretch back NWA.
That's why I said it's got a long lineage.
The
Yeah,
WWE has a long lineage.
So that's why I said WWF, WWE. So both belts. Yeah, I might have to put a belt.
I'm gonna dig in my bag, yo, because I got.
Me too.
I'm gonna dig in my bag tomorrow.
I'm digging my bag tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have.
Yes,
might
sir.
put the belt on the shoulder for that little particular segment.
Hey, look, I'm bringing out both. I'm bringing out.
Yeah.
I'm about to bring out 4 straps tomorrow because I got 4 heavyweight championships.
We talk just like this tomorrow. That's
right.
That's what we're gonna be.
I might have one on this shoulder, one on that shoulder. You know what I mean? So
let's do it. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, man, this has been a great episode. I am very excited. Like I said, we had 384 subscribers. We are almost what happened?
387.
387. Excuse me. I got corrected. 387. So we're at 387. And look, we can't be more happy with
the
love,
Thank
the
you.
support you guys are showing.
Thank you.
TikTok, you guys have blown up the shorts. We love it, man.
Oh my gosh, yo! I appreciate the feedback. Even if it's a disagreement, hey, it's all good.
Yep,
all good. It's all good.
Even if it's disagreements, man, we appreciate all of you guys, man. Let's keep our goal was 500. Let's get to 500 first. That's the first goal. Like I said, we're gonna do the package coupe. We're gonna do the the hoodie, the
hat,
the t-shirt, the hat, the
personal
mug,
letter from us. Yes,
yeah, man. Personal card, yo. Man, we're excited, man. Hey, look, guys, we out of here till tomorrow. Peace. We gone, man.
We out.
We out.